Hi, this is Sweet June. I'm right back with another interesting video topic. I was watching the Shay Show, and I'll tell you guys the Shay Show is he does real estate. He's a real estate investor in Detroit, and he also manages properties. He has a channel on here. Check it out. It's called the Shay Show. Well, anyway, I'm a huge fan of that show. I love watching the Shay Show. Um, I was watching one of his videos, and he was talking to another guy, and shout out, he gave me the video topic idea for this video, and they was talking about how these young ladies, because he does a lot of evictions, and in a lot of cases the women are single mothers, and they stop paying their rent. I'm actually going to do a video talking about that. They stop paying their rent, and because they thought other things were more important than paying the rent, and um, so he got put out. And so they were, him and this one guy was talking, and they was talking about how these women will let men come and live off of them and lay off them, and uh, not working, being unemployed, and while they go out and work. And so I was watching that. So thank you, Shay. He gave me an idea for a video topic. So that brings me to my video topic. Ladies, you can do bad by yourself. I think I've actually talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Somebody needs to hear this. There's somebody out there that needs to hear it. Probably a lot of ladies out there that needs to hear this. I know I was on one of my jobs. I was talking to some of the young ladies. I was telling them, I said, you can do bad by yourself. They was like, what you mean? Meaning that you don't need no help doing bad. That's what I had to school them young ladies. You don't need no help doing bad. You can do bad by yourself. You don't need no help doing bad. Okay, so that's what I basically had to tell them. And that's basically what it says. It's the statement speaks volumes all by itself. You can do bad by yourself. A woman don't need no help doing bad. Now, I'm a single woman. Use me as a parable. I'm a single woman. I work. I go to work every day. I provide for my household, um, for the most part. Provide for myself. Now, what do I look like? Getting involved with a man that doesn't, first of all, don't have a job. Second of all, I mean, he hasn't shown me that he can even take care of himself. He may not even have a place to stay, may not even have a place to live. He doesn't have a job. Now, what I look like hooking up with this guy and letting him move into my home, knowing that he doesn't have a job. I go out to work every day to pay the bills, pay for the house, pay the utilities, buy the food. I'm doing all those things while he's just sitting around here playing video games all day and watching TV. What do I look like? What do I look like getting a man like that? I'm already struggling now. I'm already struggling to try to hold it down. Pay the bills, pay for the house, buy the food, pay the bills. I'm already struggling off rip. Now, what do I look like getting a man in here that's not working, And I'm already struggling. So not only now do I have to feed my mouth that I have to feed, I got to feed this man now. So now I got two mouths I got to feed. I was already struggling trying to feed myself. I was already struggling to keep a roof over my own head. I was already struggling to keep the utilities and things paid and buying the necessities for the house just for myself. Now what do I look like getting a man in here that doesn't work, and I got to provide for him in addition to myself? I'm already struggling trying to provide for myself. Now I got to try to provide for not only myself, but I got to provide for him as well. What sense does that make? That don't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. There's no amount of sex. There's no amount of love that justifies doing something like that. Because first of all, sex doesn't pay the bills. And love doesn't pay the bills. You can't live. I know I used to, when I was going to a vocational school, it was a teacher there, and he used to say, you can't live on love. You can't live on love, living on love. And I was young at the time, so I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? I was only in my early 20s, and I didn't really get the understanding of what he was saying. And you know how somebody can make a statement when you're younger, and then as you get older, when they say it to you, you're young and don't really have the wisdom at that particular time in your life, and it doesn't really make sense. But it's one of those statements that that resonates with you, and it kind of sticks with you. And that was one of those statements. He used to say, you can't live on love. Living on love. He used to say that all the time. And I'm like, okay, what is he talking about? But it was one of those statements that always stuck with me, that always resonated with me. And so I think about it now, and it makes perfectly good sense to me now. But at the time, I didn't quite understand what he was saying because I was young. Exactly. You can't live on love. Last time I checked, love didn't pay my gas bill. Love didn't pay the water bill. I wish I would say, because the or the water company where I live, they like some gangsters. If you even so much as a penny short on the bill, if they send you a shut off notice, which they'll send that before they actually send the bill sometimes. If you even so much as a penny short on that paying that past due, they'll cut you off. They have somebody out here the next day to cut you off. Whereas if you're paying the electric bill or the gas bill, you can be like a few cents off, or you can even be a couple dollars or so off. They ain't gonna trip. They'll just add it on to your next bill. Not the water company. The water company here where I live, they're like some gangsters. They're like, if you don't have, you got to have every dime. We want every penny of our money. I'm serious. I kid you not. If you are a penny short, one penny, they're out there the next day turning off your water. I laugh, but yeah, that's how they is. They like some gangsters down there. Okay? So I wish I would call the water company up and tell the water company, so how you gonna pay this bill? On love? They'll be like, excuse me? On love? I'm sorry, we can't accept that payment. We only accept cash or checks. So there, we will accept the payment of love. No bill collector ever said that they will accept a payment of love. Okay? They will actually be thinking that you're not playing with a full debt. They be thinking you crazy. So I can't pay none of my bills on love. I wish I would try to pay for my house on love. You can't pay none of your bills on love. Love is not going to pay any of the bills. Love doesn't put food on the table. Love only puts food on the table if that man loves you enough to go out and provide to help you put the food on the table. Now that's when it puts the food on the table. But actually love itself, doesn't matter how much you love the man. Because some women, I'm going to get a little frank here. I'm going to be, but I got to keep it 100. Some women, if the man is putting it down real good, and you ladies know what I'm talking about, and you men do too. If the man is putting it down in the bedroom real good, then they think that's the end all be all. and it's amazing what some women will do in exchange for good sex. I mean, it's amazing what some women will put up with in exchange for good sex. I mean, they would put up with the man not working. They would put up with the man not contributing to the household. Forget about the fact that he's supposed to be a man and he's supposed to be helping you. They could totally throw that out the window and forget that. Well, I'm getting good loving. But since when has that paid the bills? When you get up out of bed, you got to pay them bills. You got to put food on the table. Now, that's the reality. Now, some of you men out there, you want to come out and back on here and say, oh, you being a gold. No. That's not being a gold digger. That's being real. Because a man is supposed to do two things. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to protect. Talk to Steve Harvey. He'll tell you. Those are two things a man is supposed to do for a woman. Is to provide and protect. And that's even scriptural. That's even in the scriptures. So, if a woman expects a man to do that, a woman is only having the expectation of a man being exactly what he is a man, and fulfilling that role. And that's what a man is supposed to do. That's a part of showing your love as a man. A part of a man showing his love is to do those very two things, providing and protecting. Now, that's not to say two people can always work together. I'm not talking about that. That's not even what I'm talking about. That's a beautiful thing when two people can work together. But if a man is not working with you, he going against the grain. If he's not working with you, he going against the grain. He's dependent. And what woman wants a man that's dependent? I mean, some of these women, because of the name of good sex, or he's showing you love, but he's not really showing you love if he's not helping you. That's not a loving thing to do. It's not a loving thing to do is sit at home and let the woman pay all the bills and put all those burdens on a woman's shoulders while you just sit around and be lazy. That's not loving. That's not showing love. Showing love, a part of showing that love is helping the woman. Let me help you pay some of these bills. Let me help you pay for the house. Let me help you get some food in the house, groceries in the house. That's a part of showing love. Love is an action word. So it's like if a man, if he can't help you, if a man can't help you, what do you need with him? I know my friend, I had a friend, and I talk about her. I'll tell a story about her one day. I thought she was the kind of a gold digger, but she used to say that to me all the time. What can the man do to help you? And she used to tell me, June, don't take no wooden nickels from you. Don't take no wooden nickels from anybody. She used to say, don't take no wooden nickels from anybody. She was kind of a gold digger though, but she has some interesting points. And that was her number one question. What can he do for you? What can he do to help you? Because I know my ex, I would really get annoyed because she would always ask me when I was with my ex all the time, what is he with June? What is he doing to help you? And then I'm going into all the things that he's doing to help me, like as if it was any of her business anyway. But you know how it is when you get around your girlfriends, y'all talk about different things. And that was always her number one question. Well, what is he doing to help you? And she used to get on my nerves with that. But what she was saying was true. That's the number one question that's supposed to pop up in your mind as a woman when you meet someone. First of all, he ought to be able to demonstrate that he can take care of himself. First of all, does he have a job? Second of all, can he support himself? If he's staying with his mother, well, he better have a doggone good reason why he's staying with his mama. She's elderly and I'm trying to help her out. She needs my assistance. That's a good reason to live with your mother. But if that's not the case, then you have to have your question pop up in your head. Okay, why is this man still living with his mother if she's not elderly and if she doesn't need his help like that, and she can live without him being in the home? Okay, why doesn't he have his own place? So that's a question that those are the things that you have to look at. Does he provide his own transportation? First of all, he got to be able to demonstrate that he can take care of himself. Because if he can't help himself, how he going to help you? You don't need no dead weight. That's what I was telling the young ladies. You don't need no help doing bad. You don't need no dead weight. You know, if you already struggling, off rip, you already struggling. What do you need with somebody that's gonna continue, that you're gonna struggle even more? You know, you're gonna not only have your mouth to feed, but now you got somebody else's mouth to feed. That's a grown adult, able-bodied adult. That's not a child, but a grown, able-bodied adult. And don't have children. It's even worse when the woman has children. Now you already got to take care of yourself and your children, but now you letting this man come into your home and you taking care of him as well. What sense does that make? That don't even make no sense. Well, because he can put it on you real good, or love. Love don't pay the bills. Sex doesn't pay the bills. If you love me, then you should be you supposed to be trying to help me. If a man loves me, he's gonna try to do everything he can to help me. If he see me, even if he doesn't have a whole lot of money, if he see me in a particular situation and I need help in that situation, he gonna be trying to do everything he can to help me in that situation, to assist me in that situation. That's showing love as a man. But that's not showing love if he's at your house, he doesn't have a job, he's not contributing to the household in any form or fashion. He's not contributing. He's just letting you foot all the bills. He doesn't love you, he's using you. And there is men out there that actually look for women that have children. Single mothers with children. And actually, stay tuned, I'm going to do a video talking about that. The kinds of men that single mothers, particularly single mothers, should look out for. I'm going to do a video talking about that. There are men out there that look for single mothers just for that specific reason. Particularly if he figured that you getting Section 8, if he figured that you getting food stamps or whatever kind of assistance that you getting, and don't be working on top of all that. And you got a home, you got a house, then he figured he could come in and sack up on you and the kids. Yes. They have a new term for it. It's called hobosexual. They call it hobosexual. I was on somebody's comment section and they said, somebody came on there and said, what's hobosexual? And I had to explain to them what hobosexual. Hobosexual. You don't have a home. But you looking for somebody, you looking to hook up with somebody that does have a home. Now all of a sudden, baby, I love you. Well, that's worse than jail talk. That's worse than jail talk. At least you know in jail they on lockdown and you ain't got to support them. But they coming to you, oh baby, I love you. Oh baby, you my rider. You know, I tell like my ex, this one guy. I'll talk about. I'll tell you guys about him another time. This one guy I fell head over heels in love with. He broke my heart, but I'll tell that story another time. He was like, "You my heartbeat, girl." He used to say, "You my heartbeat, girl." Yeah, whatever. They tell you everything you need to hear that you want to hear to get into you and to get into your house. And ain't got and nickel. Don't fall for it, ladies. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the okie doke. Mm-mm. Yeah, baby, I love you. Please. Well, if you love me, okay, what can you do to show it? People got mad at Janet Jackson for singing that song. What have you done for me lately? I love that song. People got mad at Janet Jackson for singing that song. But hey, you know, that's for real. That's straight up. What have you done for me lately? Say it. You men out there, you can say it's being a gold digger, but it's real. Why would a woman want dead weight? Why would a woman in her right mind that knows her worth want dead weight? Now, if you're married, you get married, and everything is okay, you know, financially and everything, and then your husband loses his job or he becomes disabled, whatever. I'm not talking about that. That is not what I'm talking about. That's a totally different situation. Completely different situation. I'm talking about you meeting a guy from jump. When you first meet a guy and the man don't have a job, he don't have it together. He don't have a roof over his head. And he looking for a woman like you that has a roof over her head, that she got a job and she got a car to take him around, or he can drive, or he come picking you up at your job late with your in your car. Yeah, I've heard of cases like that. And sometimes they got other women on the side that they're messing around with while you're at work. Yes. The game is real out here. You know, these men, they amaze me. They come on here and they uh, bash black women and say all these things about black women, but they never talk about all these things, all these bad things that these men do out here. All these games that these men play out here. They never talk about that. To get to that, to get the woman to that point to where she has an attitude. See, they never talk about that. They always talk about black women this and black women that, but they never talk about all these black men out here that's running game on all these women out here. They never talk about that. They never, you notice, if you ever notice that they never talk about that. But yeah, but a lot of these black women have a reason to be angry because yeah. So that's something that single women, particularly single mothers, have to watch out for. You don't need no help doing bad. So I mean, when Shay and them was talking about that, I said, "Oh, thank you, Shay. Gave me an idea for a video topic." Because him and this guy, he was talking to this guy, and they were talking about that. The man laying up on the woman, and he ain't working, and it's no good, ladies. You don't need no help doing bad. You can do that all by yourself. I don't need no help struggling. I don't need no help doing bad. What would I need help doing bad for? I don't need somebody to help me do bad. What good is that gonna do me? You ain't gonna do me no good if you can't. I mean, come on now. I'm sorry. Say it. Call me a gold digger all you want. That's not being a gold digger. That's being real. I'm not taking care of a man. I don't even want to support my sons because they're grown. I did that. I did that for 18 years of their life. Now it's time for y'all to start helping me. Okay? If you got 2 legs, 2 arms, you able body, ain't nothing wrong with you, then get out there and punch the time clock just like I'm doing. Okay? I don't mind you living at home. But you gotta help me. You know? They understand that. So that's what I don't know. Somebody need to hear this. Somebody out there need to hear this. I don't know who it is, but somebody need to hear this. Marinate on that. Marinate on it. Let that sink in. You don't need no help doing bad. You can do help or you can do bad all by yourself. So let me know what you think in the comment section about this topic. Sound off in the comment section. Any bashing or berating or whatever, negative comments. Come on, you know the protocol. Be respectful. You're not respectful, then I'm just gonna delete you. I'm gonna block you. But stay tuned. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for some more interesting video topics coming up. Peace and love. Sweet June.